Under the Parisian twilight, where the Eiffel Tower shimmered like a sequined dress, Marcus Thuram stepped out of the blacked-out SUV onto the cobblestone street of Rue Saint-Honoré. The cameras didn't just flash for the footballer. Tonight, they flashed for a man blurring the lines between athlete and artist. To the world, Marcus Thuram was the son of French football legend Lilian Thuram. A powerful forward in his own right, Marcus had carved his path through League One, the Bundesliga, and Serie A. But what the world was only just beginning to discover was Marcus's other passion: fashion. It began, as many passions do, quietly. As a child, Marcus was used to stadiums more than runways. But during away games with his father, while others admired the roar of the crowds, Marcus admired the clothes in airport terminals, the tailored coats, the structured boots, the way confidence seemed stitched into fabric. When he was 10, he borrowed his father's old Armani blazer and posed in the mirror. Too big, too bold, but something clicked. Not just the buttons, something in his imagination. "Football will be your engine," his mother told him, "but you can decorate the car however you want." Years later, after his breakout performances for Borussia Mönchengladbach and the French national team, Marcus had money, influence, and freedom. Most players bought luxury watches or customized Lamborghinis. Marcus bought books on textile design, followed obscure Japanese denim labels on Instagram, and flew to Tokyo during off-seasons, just to walk the back alleys of Harajuku. Fashion wasn't an escape. It was an extension of him, a different kind of expression. On the pitch, he was all muscle and instinct. Off it, he was linen and lace, a calculated blend of elegance and experimentation. At Paris Fashion Week, he didn't just attend. He studied. He took notes. He sketched between matches. Once, after scoring a Champions League goal, he celebrated not with a knee slide, but with a pose inspired by Naomi Campbell. Not everyone understood. Teammates teased him. Coaches raised eyebrows when he arrived at training in wide-leg trousers and pearl earrings. "Bro, you going to ballet or boot camp?" a teammate once joked. Marcus laughed. Both require balance. He stayed true to himself. Eventually, the same teammates asked him to style them for galas, and fashion brands began to call. Balenciaga, Jacquemus, Off-White. They didn't just want him as a model, they wanted him as a muse. He collaborated with a small Parisian brand, designing a limited edition streetwear line inspired by the architecture of stadiums. The hoodie cuffs were stitched to resemble goal nets. It sold out in 6 hours. One night in Milan, Marcus sat in a rooftop bar after a game. Across from him sat a designer he'd idolized since youth, Yohji Yamamoto. They spoke not of football or fame, but of silence, shadows, and the beauty of minimalism. "You play football," Yohji said, sipping tea, "but you understand fabric like it's language." That sentence stuck with Marcus. From then on, fashion became not just passion, it became purpose. He envisioned a future where athletes weren't boxed into one lane, where a striker could strut, where cleats could meet couture. In 2025, Marcus launched Maison Thuram, his own label blending West African patterns, an homage to his heritage, with Parisian tailoring. He walked the runway during the debut show, not as a footballer moonlighting in fashion, but as a designer in full command of his vision. Critics were skeptical until they saw the clothes. They were bold, architectural, and unapologetically expressive, much like Marcus on the pitch. Interviews shifted, no longer just the son of Lilian Thuram or the forward with flair. He became a symbol of duality, sport and style, grit and grace. On a rainy night before a Euro 2028 qualifier, Marcus sat in the locker room, lacing his boots with the same hands that stitched samples 2 nights earlier. A young teammate approached him nervously. "Marcus, weird question," the kid said. "Do you think I could pull off a kilt?" Marcus smiled. "Fashion," he said, "is like football. If you believe in it, others will too." And with that, he stood up, walked onto the pitch under the floodlights, his custom boots, designed by Maison Thuram, glinting under the rain. Every step a reminder. Style isn't just what you wear, it's how you play, how you live. And for Marcus Thuram, it's how you leave a legacy.